Hey, this is Angela Brooks, and I want to talk to you today about your freedom. And I like to call these moments Angela's Blackberry moments because when I got started in business, that's what I started on was a Blackberry. And today I have the privilege of recording this on an iPhone Max. And what does that have to do with this podcast and freedom? It's because I'm sitting on my back deck, hanging out with my dogs, listening to the birds, drinking a cup of coffee, and I just didn't feel like working. I needed a break. I didn't want to be stuck to a desk. Because when I started this business, I was working in a psychiatric hospital where I had a schedule. Somebody else wrote the schedule. I showed up when they told me to. I worked on the units that they told me to, even though I had one that I worked the most. I could come in and be pulled to another unit, and I had to be able to focus and function anywhere they put me. Um, that's okay for a while, but that really gets old when everything is always unpredictable and your spidey senses are always in hyper alert because if you're working in an intense unit where in a psychiatric hospital it's all intense, but this particular unit, you had to look in the window before you opened the door. You had to get somebody to walk you to the door to get you out. Once you got in the door, you didn't know if you was going to be attacked or not. It was nonstop, hyper spidey mode. And that wears your adrenal glands completely out. It makes your um, awareness of humans different than the average person. I still am constantly observing people, especially in large groups of people like the airport or the mall or, when you're out. I'm watching people because that has been ingrained in me as a protection. And, when I started my business at home and I was able to work myself out of a job, it took me like 48 months, which was fine. But the moment that I replaced my income, I knew it's time. When I first got started, I thought I'll never be able to work myself out. This is going so slow. And, freedom to all of us is different. And I had the privilege of talking to a client of mine today that we are so on board with each other and what freedom means to us. And this year, my husband and I, we've lived in this house for right at 15, little over almost 16 years. And there's been we've always been fixing, remodeling, making things look better. But that we had three projects that were going to be costly. We're talking $15,000, $20,000 projects to get them done the way we wanted them done. And so we just over time have been able to get everything done. We're down to one major project, and it's pretty exciting when you can do that. Most people, when they're in business, they're trying to make as much money as they can. And yes, I'm going to be $1 million a year earner without a doubt. That is coming. But I don't need the bigger car, the better house, the $5,000 shoes or purse. I bought a purse that I think I paid $300 for. And afterwards, I was like, what the hell? I don't even like you. And now it's not like you can just throw it at the Goodwill. I mean, I guess I could, but it's up in my closet because it's not fun to carry. Not bought a bag since then that I didn't like. I like leather bags. And my husband says the one I carry now looks like a hippie, and I don't care because I love it. And that's all that makes any difference. And, the thing about our life with a business is, what is it you want? Why do you want a business? I want freedom to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and I don't have to ask my checkbook permission. So, our remodeling this summer has been so, I'm not going to say remodeling's fun and non-stressful, but it's been so exciting for us that something that we've wanted to do for so long finally came true. We got it done. It feels good. We love it. Down to one big project, and that's going to be this fall. But, so many people spend their time in their business for how much more can I have? And what we want is life experiences. We want to be able to If we want to run to Lexington and have dinner, spend the night, and come home the next day, that's fun to us because we'll Google some fancy foo-foo restaurant. We'll go have the experience and hang out at maybe one of the bourbon factories that they have up there. They're not called factories, but whatever. Um, we like to do simple stuff that's fun to us. And then when I speak and I'm on the road and I go to these events and I get to mingle and mix with some amazing people, he goes along and we make it a trip. We make it a point to get out and see things and have an experience while we're there. So I don't have the biggest house. I got a super nice car. It's a Honda Pilot. Love it, brand new. But we don't want bigger, better, more. I don't want more stuff in my house. I want more life experiences. I want to take my boys with me when we are traveling and give them that experience. I want to show them how to build a business on their terms, on their speed, so that they can do the same thing, because we are so caught up in our life of doing more. And I hear a lot of trainers, and you can call me wrong, I don't care, but this works for me. This is what makes me happy. But when my calendar gets too full and I've got too many things to do in a day, it causes anxiety and I don't enjoy it. And so when I look at my calendar and I have one or two things or maybe nothing on my day, other than maybe sitting down writing a blog post or doing this podcast with you, that's what I like. But if I get too much written on my calendar, I don't like it. So I have a calendar that if somebody wants to have a 15-minute chat with me, or if they would like to pay for an hour of my time and we hop on the phone, I have my schedule set up so that it's not overwhelming to me. And I send them the link, they fill it out, they pick a day an hour that's good for them. I don't work on Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays because I did that for 30 years and I hated every damn one of them. I don't work any day before 11 a.m. and I am done by 3 p.m. because I did that for 30 years because somebody told me I had to. I don't like to get up and start having conversations. I like to get up, make a cup of coffee or tea, and go sit on my front porch. Even in the winter, I like to go out and get some fresh air and just relax. I may check my social media stats while I'm sitting there. I may not. But the freedom of doing that means so much to me. And I think the more I talk to women, the more I talk to people, that's what they're actually looking for. But we have this stigma around business that says we have to be engulfed in flames of busyness. And you don't. Yes, my business will generate more money. Yes, I will be $1 million a year earner. Yes, I will grow this thing bigger than even what I can think of right now because I have so much in place. It's organically going to happen because I'm putting myself into opportunities that will occur. But I don't want to be so bogged down that my life turns into a business and not into a lifestyle. So I don't know about you. I don't know where you are in your thinking, in your life, in your business. If I can help you, I would love to. If you want to continue to struggle, you have that freedom to do so. You can learn more about me at angelabrook.com. There is a place that you can schedule a chat with me. You can read blog posts, listen to podcasts. You can find me on LinkedIn, which is my new favorite social platform. You can find me on Facebook, and they're both under Angela Brooks. Our business is our lifestyle freedom. So don't get those two confused, because I think that we get so caught up in listening to big trainers and I'm not bashing them by any means because I love what they teach, but I don't think that you have to just roto-rooter this life until you hate it. Because if I get as busy as I was when I was working 13 hours, driving 45 minutes to work and home, and then taking care of my family, get to sports, try to get 3 hours of sleep before I had to turn around and go back, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want that. That may be for you, but I am going to wear my tennis shoes. I'm going to wear clothes that I enjoy wearing. I'm going to work business my style. And if that's something I can help you with, please reach out to me and let me help you, because there is more ways to do this than being extra super crazy busy. So let's build that lifestyle. Lifestyle and freedom is what we all want. Have a great day.